disaster, with the death toll from the fires raging in the Peloponnese since the early hours of yesterday morning, as well as those in other areas of the country, having by late this afternoon reached 50, including 4 firefighters, while fears are being expressed that the toll will rise further given the large number of people unaccounted for. A family tragedy took place in the town of Magistos, where in the burnt-out shell of a house, firefighting crews found the huddled together remains of a woman and her 4 underage children, as well as those of the children's grandmother. Another 19 people were killed by fire in the same area after being trapped in their vehicles in a car pile-up, which occurred during their desperate attempt to flee the inferno. 11 people were killed in the Peloponnese Artemidia area, 6 in Mani, and a smaller number in the rest of the prefecture, while it was also reported that some 200 people were at one point trapped by flames in the village of Mazoragi. Some 50 individuals have been admitted to hospital with varying degrees of burns and respiratory problems, with the fires also having burnt dozens of homes, hotels, shops and livestock farms, in addition to the thousands of acres of forested land razed. Another fire, meanwhile, broke out on the outskirts of Athens around midday today, threatening the pine forest at the foothills of the Imitos mountain and the suburbs of Cholargos and Babagos, with local residents fleeing the area. Over the last 24 hours, more than 170 fires have been reported throughout Greece, with some 20 having broken out last night. According to a story filed by the Athens news agency this afternoon, a total of 33 fires had yet to be placed under control, with firefighting efforts being hampered by strong winds and confounding the efforts of the 19 firefighting airplanes and 18 firefighting helicopters dispatched to the areas affected. A spokesman for Greece's fire service attributed most of the blazes to arson, with 4 individuals having been detained and being questioned by authorities. In an address to the nation issued today, Greek Prime Minister Kostas Karamanlis stressed the need for all to show a sense of utmost responsibility and contribution. Speaking after chairing an extraordinary conference aimed at a thorough assessment of the situation and held at the Prime Ministerial residence of Maximos Palace, the Greek head of government reiterated his previously expressed position that the state will do everything possible to heal the deep wounds brought about by the fires. He also stressed that the firefighting crews are engaged in an uneven battle with the flames under adverse conditions, but exhibiting great self-sacrifice and heroism, and called on all to contribute to what he termed the great effort. In a show of solidarity with Greece, the Republic of Cyprus is sending a firefighting contingent comprising some 30 staff and, as reported, 5 or 6 vehicles to the fire-stricken country. Towards this end, 3 C-130 transport planes landed at the Andreas Papandreou Air Base in Paphos at around 4 p.m, with the personnel and equipment alike expected in Greece by this evening. The mission is being realised following communication between the Ministers of Justice of Greece and Cyprus, as well as the 2 countries' fire chiefs. Expressions of sympathy to Greece and its people were today sent out by Cyprus's political leadership, with the President of the Republic in particular voicing profound sorrow over the tragedy which has struck the country. During these dramatic hours, Tassos Papadopoulos notes, Cypriot Hellenism shares the deep mourning of the people of Greece and wishes to convey its wholehearted support. Sorrow over the tragedy was also expressed by House Speaker Dimitris Christofias, who in his message stressed the island's solidarity with Greece and wished for a quick healing of the scars left by the fires, while commiserations as well as pain and shock were further conveyed by presidential candidate Ioannis Kassoulidis. Messages of support and solidarity were also forthcoming from all of Cyprus's political parties.